Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Astha and I make home and lifestyle related videos here on this channel. Holi is just around the corner, and even though we cannot go out and play this year, there's no reason to not have the festivities at the comfort of your home. So I have a few plans of my own to make this Holi special, and I'm going to share them with you so you can have an amazing celebration on this colorful festival. Today's video is part 1 of my Holi series. I'm going to be sharing Holi related content on this channel throughout this week. And today we are making gujiyas. Yes, we are making mawa and dry fruit gujiyas today, and we are making it from scratch. That is, we are making the mawa or khoya also at home, because you never know with the store-bought mawa whether it's pure or not, and where I live I'm finding it really difficult to find it anyways. So I'm just making it at home. It's a simple process. It just takes a little time, but it's fairly simple to follow, and you know that what you're eating is pure. I love making gujiyas every year. I make them both on Holi and Diwali, and I'm going to teach you how to make them today. Let's make gujiyas. So I already made khoa yesterday, and I'm going to put the clips right here. So to make khoya, I am taking 1 liter whole milk in a heavy bottom pan. You can use any milk of your choice, but it should be full cream. Let the milk come to a boil and then reduce the flame to medium. Use a spatula to stir the milk and scrape the bottoms and side of the pan every few seconds so that the milk solids do not stick to the bottom of the pan, otherwise it will start burning. In my opinion, silicone spatula works really well for this, and if you are using a non-stick pan, then both these things will make this process relatively effortless. We need to keep boiling the milk on medium flame till it starts to thicken. While that happens, I also went ahead and chopped the dry fruits that I need for the filling. Do not forget to stir the milk in between. I have used 1/4 cup of almonds, cashews, raisins, and about 1/8 cup of chironji seeds. We also need green cardamom for the filling, and so I'm going to peel the cardamoms and use only the black seed part of it. To make a powder out of it, I'm going to blend it in a mixer jar along with 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm only adding sugar to make the mixing or blending process easier, since it's very small quantity. After about 25 minutes, the milk has reduced to half, and we are going to continue the same process till it reduces further. Make sure to keep stirring it and scraping the bottom and sides of the pan even more frequently as the milk starts to thicken. Once you reach this consistency, turn the flame down to low and keep stirring. Do not leave it unattended at this point, as things will start to move pretty quickly from here. As soon as you reach the paste-like consistency where it's all sticking together and leaving the pan, turn off the flame and empty the contents into a bowl. The mawa will set as soon as it cools down, and this whole process should take about 45 to 50 minutes. 1 liter milk makes about 200 grams of mawa. So I've already prepped everything to make gujia. I've cut my dry fruits, I've made mawa, and now what I'm going to do is make the atta for it, for which we are going to use maida. I'm using about 400 grams of maida or plain flour here, and I'm adding 1/3 cup of ghee into it. Adding the ghee will make the gujiyas crispy. Start kneading the dough by adding small amounts of water at a time. Do not add too much water at one time. Add as and when required and keep kneading the dough. Knead the dough for about 6 to 8 minutes. The dough should be smooth and firm. Now that our atta is ready, we're going to let it rest for 15-20 minutes. In the meanwhile, we're going to make the filling for the gujia. To make the filling, we need to roast the mava first, and for that I'm using a non-stick pan. I'm going to roast it on a medium flame till it starts to turn pinkish brown. Once roasted, let the mava cool down completely and then start adding all the dry fruits that we chopped earlier. And also add the powdered sugar. For 1 cup of mava, we need to use about 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. You can always adjust the sugar as per your liking. Start by adding 1/2 cup and then add according to your taste. Mix everything together nicely. Make sure there are no large lumps in the mixture and set it aside. Now that everything we need is ready, we can start making gujiyas. This is a slurry that I made by mixing 2 tablespoons of maida with some water. We're going to use it as a glue to seal our gujiyas. Start by taking a small portion of the dough and make sure to cover the rest of the dough so it doesn't dry out. Start rolling the dough evenly to about 3 to 4 mm thickness. I'm using a cookie cutter to cut small circles out of it. You can do this by hand, but using a cookie cutter or any bottle cap ensures that all the pieces are of same size. Remove the extra dough and put it back with the rest of the dough to be used later. Start rolling 1 circle at a time. You can use plain flour to help with the rolling. These need to be rolled pretty thin and the circumference should be the size of your mold. Roll only few at a time and always keep them covered with a towel because they will dry up very easily, and if they dry, your gujiyas can open up while frying and we do not want that. Take one rolled out sheet and put it on the mold. Make sure it fits properly. Use your finger to apply the slurry on the edges. Then fill about 1 or 1.5 tablespoons of the mixture in the center. Close the mold and seal it properly by pressing on the edges. Carefully open it and remove the gujiyas and put them on a plate and cover with a towel. To fry the gujiyas, heat sufficient amount of ghee in a wok. Start by adding few gujiyas at a time. Fry them on both the sides on medium to high flame till they turn golden brown. This should take about half a minute for each batch. Once fried on both the sides, take them out on a paper towel. The gujiyas are now ready. Let them cool completely and then store them in airtight containers. They should easily last for 2 weeks at least. I love gujiyas. I love gujiyas. This is it for this video. I hope you like the recipe. I'll write down the exact measurement in the description box below. Please check it out and try this recipe this Holi. I'm sure you will like it. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share and comment. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I post my next video. I'll see you in my next video from this Holi series. Stay tuned for that. A lot of interesting stuff coming up. Till then, bye-bye.